We've all struggled with a blade that just won't cut, but I'll show you how to use some surprising household items to give them a completely new life. This rusty knife is practically useless right now, but just wait until you see what it can do after my quick fix. I will build a simple tool for sharpening knives using magnets. I'm taking these 2 strong ring magnets and a small block of scrap wood. I'm using some hot glue to attach the magnets firmly to the wood, leaving a very small gap between them. The strong magnetic pull will help hold the blade steady as we work on it. When I slide the knife between the magnets, you can feel how tightly it's held. This is the perfect guide for our next step. Next, I'm adding a spoonful of baking soda right between the magnets. Then a quick spray of water. This creates a mild abrasive paste. I'll repeatedly pull the knife through the gap. The baking soda gently scrubs away the surface rust, while the friction against the magnet edges acts as a crude hone to straighten the microscopic edge of the blade. I apply moderate, steady pressure while moving the blade across the magnet, ensuring the force remains consistent throughout the sharpening process. It's a simple but effective trick for surface restoration. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. After a few passes, I'll wipe it down with a paper towel. Look at that. The blade looks like it has a more defined edge. Let's test it on some paper. It's perfectly smooth, and now it can actually cut, which is a huge improvement over before. The real test is the tomato. Look at that nice clean slices. It's definitely usable again. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. And for the final redemption, let's try that hanging water bottle again. Slices right through. Not bad for some baking soda and magnets. But what if you have a knife that needs serious reshaping? This one just crushes our tomato. For this, I'll show you how to make a custom grinding wheel. I'm taking an old CD that I no longer need. The CD is perfectly flat and rigid, making it a great backing plate. I have a sheet of 600 grit sandpaper. This will serve as the abrasive surface for the sharpening tool. I'll apply super glue all over one side of the CD and press it firmly onto the back of the 600 grit paper. This coarse grit will be used to reshape the dull edge. To make it dual purpose, I'm applying glue to the other side of the CD and sticking it to a sheet of very fine 2000 grit sandpaper. After cutting away the excess sandpaper around the edges, I'm labeling each side so I don't mix them up. 600 for grinding, 2000 for polishing. Finally, I use a utility knife to clear the center hole. Now we have a double-sided sanding disc perfectly sized for an angle grinder. I'll mount our homemade disc onto the angle grinder, making sure it's tightened securely. Then, I'll clamp the grinder into a bench vise so I have both hands free to control the knife. Starting with the 600 grit side, I carefully run the edge of the knife against the spinning disc. I'm maintaining a consistent angle to establish a new sharp bevel. The 600 grit quickly grinds away the dull, rounded steel. I alternate between both sides of the blade to keep the cutting edge centered, preventing the edge from becoming uneven or skewed to one side. Always be very careful when doing this. Once I have a good burr formed, I'll remove the disc and flip it over to our 2000 grit side. Now I'll repeat the process on the fine grit. This step polishes out the deep scratches left by the 600 grit and refines the edge to a razor-sharp mirror finish. After a quick wipe down, let's see what we've achieved. Let's try slicing through this paper. Wow, it glides through effortlessly like it's not even there. And checking it on our tomato, look how perfectly it works. Paper-thin slices with zero pressure. This DIY grinding disc is a total game changer. If you found these sharpening hacks helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your DIY friends, and leave a comment telling me which method you liked best. Don't forget to subscribe for more awesome projects. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.